Hang in there, gang. This movie will scare your pants off, believe me.
Good to have you with us. Got a great show coming at you. Besides a scary, well-done new movie and a hilarious, and PsYcHo Mike is here too.
Whoa.
Be still my heart.
And hey, you mentioned holy water.
Right.
Do you know how Catholics make holy water?
How?
Boil the hell out of it. Thanks to my Aunt Connie for that one. Okay, how about another quick trivia?
Okay, and for the winner in our studio audience, they will receive not one, but a pair of tickets to St. Michael's Gruss Hall, presenting the Cleveland Championship Wrestling, Saturday, January 18th at 6 o'clock.
North Coast Wrestling. Okay, our movie tonight is about a house that is possessed by the devil.
I've been in love so many times.
Of course, you recognize PsYcHo Mike. Here he is. Mike.
I brought a few friends with me. I got radio DJ from Jammin' 92, Tank Sherman, who's my tag team partner on the night of January 18th. And I also have somebody that's going for the North American Championship, and that is the Bounty Hunter.
Okay, guys.
Okay, we got North Coast Wrestling Association proudly presents a New Year's Revolution, no-holds-barred look at Cleveland Championship Wrestling. In cooperation with St. Michael's Gruss Hall, 3115 Scranton Road, the half-mile north of Metro Hospital. Saturday, January 8th, bell time, 7 o'clock. Autographs and photos till 7. Tickets 7. 7 big bouts, including a double main event with me and Tank and the Bounty Hunter.
Okay, PsYcHo Mike, that'll be $250.
Okay, no problem.
And here's our first joke of the
PsYcHo
evening.
Mike, it's January 18th.
Okay,
18th.
What did you say?
He said the 8th. He said the 8th.
I missed that day of school. I'm sorry. Okay, our first joke is from Kim Uhas. Did you know that 50% of all Japanese eye doctors have cataracts? The other 50% have dry wrinkles.
Hey!
I'd like to say hello to a little friend out there in Mansfield, Opie Taylor. Hope to see you soon.
Okay, thank you, PsYcHo Mike.
PsYcHo Mike takes over when he comes here.
I tell you, when he talks, I want to go faster.
What is your name?
Brand new product called the Blub. That's right, the Blub. It is very similar to the Club. It is red, it is highly visible, and it attaches to your steering wheel. But it is quite different. Here is an everyday car thief attempting to steal a car protected by the Blub.
Don't be fooled by imitators. It's big, it's red, it's ugly. It's the Blub. Call 1-800-555-YIKES. 1-800-555-YIKES.
The Blub. And a big thanks to PsYcHo.
Oh, I got some certificates of insanity for Alfredo.
Oh, thank you.
Little John.
We don't really need these.
Chuck.
Certificates of insanity.
Okay, I got a joke from Sheena Jones. Did you hear about the certain ethnic background, a guy from a certain ethnic background, who locked his keys in his car? It took him 2.5 hours to get his family out.
When is your next event, Mike?
October 13th at Lorraine Palace Theater, plus we got one in Cleveland at St. Michael's Gruss Hall, September 29th.
Okay, PsYcHo Mike.
PsYcHo Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Certificate of insanity.
All right, we're going to put this up
I'm
right
crazy, you're crazy, we're all crazy.
It's official.
Okay.
It's official.
All right, thank you.
It's been excellent.
Thank you, John. Chuck.
Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep dancing. Let's break out the booze and...
Breaking news in the wrestling world. The only undefeated tag team ever, the Cleveland Wrestling Alliance's Theatre of Pain, PsYcHo Mike and G-Mo are back together for one last walk. Look out, the wrestling world will never be the same, with the CWA Tag Team Champions G-Mo and PsYcHo Mike's Path of Destruction.
Lights out. And now the movie.
I don't see anything. What's the matter with you? If you don't stop seeing things, I'm going to gouge your eyes out.
From the heart of Playhouse Square, in downtown Cleveland, from high atop the Television 8 building,
it's PsYcHo Mike's Twisted World of Masters of Mayhem.
The special three-part series that finds out exactly why wrestling is so popular. And he even attempts to answer the age-old question, is it fake?
They called themselves Mr. Nitro and Hulk Hogan Jr. They were my old neighbors, and my wife told me many, many times to be careful wrestling them in the backyard when I was known as Pizza Man, champion wrestler of Ripley Road. My neighbors reminded me of the midget wrestlers so popular in the 1950s. The names they had chosen reminded me of a simpler time, wrestling in the 60s.
It's the Sheik against Bobo Brazil, Buddy Rogers and Killer Kowalski. There's a shot of Buddy Rogers.
Today's wrestlers are bigger, stronger, with more colorful names like PsYcHo Mike, who is announced as being from Hell's Kitchen, New York, but he's really Michael Brown from Cleveland's South Side.
It's more conditioning than anything. You have to be conditioned to take those kind of bumps night after night. Sometimes if you land wrong, there's no amount of conditioning that can help you. You're hurt.
Hurt is what a lot of the fans want to see. They want to see the other guy smashed and bashed, opened up and closed down.
Who are the people attending these matches? Well, tonight, anywhere from 25 to 30% of this audience is made up of youngsters, kids from 3 to 4 years old all the way up to their late teens.
For kids, just what is the attraction? How aware are they of what is going on in the ring?
Well, they don't really get hurt that much, like they act like it, but it's cool.
Whatever it is big, big business, entertainment.
Anybody that doesn't think all sports come under the heading of entertainment, they're sadly mistaken, because that's all they are.
Tomorrow, just how big a business is pro wrestling. Alan DePietro, Eyewitness News.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to try? No, maybe not. Well,
I can think of other ways that are...
They eat as well, don't they? Well, the big names can really afford to eat whatever they want. As Alan DePietro tells us in part 2 of WrestleManiacs, they make a lot more money than just what they carry out of the ring.
The World Wrestling Federation. It's the big leagues of wrestling. Its #1 attraction is Hulk Hogan.
I wouldn't be afraid to venture that Hogan makes in the millions for the year.
It's a big business for the World Wrestling Federation, but for a wrestler like Hulk Hogan, it's a bonanza. He gets more than $1 million a year from the sale of T-shirts, games, dolls, whatever.
Whatever includes $6 posters, wristbands that also sell for $6. And on a Saturday night at the Coliseum, fans were busy buying the newest item for sale at wrestling shows, trading cards.
Yeah, they just started those. About 2 months ago.
How have they been selling?
Good, because the kids trade between themselves and just like baseball cards.
The 6,000 or so in attendance for the show paid $8, $10, $13 a ticket. But pro wrestling these days is making much of its money on television.
Actually, the fan attendance now has sort of dropped off because there's so much on television. It gets increasingly more difficult to get a wrestling fan to go out and pay $10 for a wrestling ticket.
But while the big league is raking it in, there are still dozens of smaller outfits like the Great Lakes Wrestling Association struggling to make a profit. And guys like PsYcHo Mike, wrestling 3 to 5 times a week, struggling to make a living.
I get anywhere between $125 to $250 a night, plus air and accommodations.
Tomorrow, we'll take a look at the most often asked question about professional wrestling. Is it fake? Alan DePietro, Eyewitness News.
Just don't ask PsYcHo Mike that question.
Be careful.
He might bop you.
Be careful.
On the off...
How the hell are you?
It's the tattooed madman, Psycho Mike. I got a few memories for you. It's more memory. It's the Cleveland TV memory. You remember the Prize movie? Remember John Lanigan on Channel 43? They played some shitty movies, and in between they have little questionnaires, and whatever movie this is, can you guess it? And then guess this clip. And John Lanigan was on it, and Marty Sullivan, who was super host. Anyway, how about check this out?
Introduce yourselves now. I'm the tattooed madman, Psycho Mike.
I'm Tank Sherman. I'm the greatest wrestler in the world today, the mercenary professional wrestler. Managed by Mr. Magnificent.
The supposed love god of GLWA.
All right, now what's going to happen? I go after the North American heavyweight title. I take on Vladimir Markov, which is your man, and you keep your nose out of my face, or I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to get the title. Come on down. We'd like to see. Also, don't forget the chance to see the mayor.
And we also have me going against the Demon of Darkness versus my hair versus his manager in a dunk tank. That should be worth the price of admission alone. Plus, we have fireworks the night of wrestling, and there will also be fireworks during the afternoon, I promise.
And I'm taking on one of the biggest wins in professional wrestling today, Ron Cumberledge, something like that. A little pretty boy in professional wrestling. I'm going to make him wish he wouldn't never put on a pair of tights. And with my manager backing me, we're going all the way.
You folks weren't here earlier. There's no love lost between these two groups here.
This guy, Psycho Mike's one of the biggest wimps I've met.
It's a grudge mercenary. The guy that was so big when he goes to the beach, people around him sell shade. Takes him an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes, and he's talking about us.
I don't want to hear it.
They're also going to have a wrestling seminar.
By the way, hey, Marty?
Yeah.
Want to play some checkers?
So
you can't even afford a real haircut.
I'm balding just in spots. Yeah, look. Turn around and see the back of that, too. That's all the way around.
That is beautiful.
Taxi! Taxi! Be there Saturday!
Great Lakes
Wrestling. We'll have a real good time. Wait, bye-bye. We're going back to the movie.
Have fun.
Free hang-up storage pouch. How about that, Ann?
You can read. I'm impressed.
And now, I missed that day of school. We got, well, let me see.
He finishes this. Psycho Mike is going to wing his way to Hollywood, to the America's Funniest People, where he will represent all of us in the skit, The Blub.
TV8, A1.
Okay.
Hey, Chuck, I just met a great girl. She's got a 44, a 22, and a 38.
Wow, some figure, huh?
Nah, she's a gun collector.
Hey!
You gotta, ciabatta, crunchy, cheesy deliciousness. Bite it, don't fight it, the new pizza fix. Pizza Pan has a brand new plan. Buy a ciabatta, get 2 free, man. Zesty flavor in your mouth today. Pizza Pan ciabatta is here to stay. You got a ciabatta? You got a ciabatta.
Ciabatta pizza, buy 1, get 2 free. Only at Pizza Pan.
You got a ciabatta. You got a ciabatta.
What's for dinner tonight? That's right, our Budget Dad chef is back with that answer. It's easy and inexpensive. Welcome back, Mike Brown. Good to see you again,
Happy New Year,
sir.
David. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much, TVA. Happy New Year, everyone.
There you go. And it's good to see you again, and I love the ideas you bring. And this is about enchiladas, right?
This is an enchilada casserole. It's not really a Mexican, but it's my twist on it.
Well, you know what? That whole Mexican thing shifted up north, and it goes back and forth across the border, so this is probably going to be very delicious.
This is the Cleveland Mexican version.
Well, let's do it, man. Show me how it works.
Well, you start off with, you need some enchilada sauce. Then you get some mushroom soup.
So the enchilada sauce, you can buy that pre-made, right?
Yeah, it's I got Chi-Chi's brand, but there's other brands out there. So you just put the mushroom soup.
They come hot and mild too?
Yes,
so
it's up to you, it's your preference, whatever you would like. I mean, you need tortillas, you need a pound of ground chuck, a pound of sweet sausage, or if you prefer a little spicy, you get the spicy sausage. Okay, and then you get.
I like this.
And then you mix the.
I'll step back.
Yes. You mix the mushroom soup and the enchilada sauce. That will be your sauce for the enchilada.
So this thickens it up and makes that enchilada sauce a little richer.
And then you take your tortilla and you cut them. And what you're going to do is, what I do it is just cut them.
Where'd you get that knife?
Guy Fieri.
How about that?
But what you do is you make a layer. Well, first we put some sauce down.
Okay.
You do it like this. Excuse me, David.
Mm-hmm.
Put a layer of sauce down the first.
Isn't it funny how many different things you can put cream and mushroom soup in?
I swear, David, it's amazing because I mean.
You do it all the time.
Yeah, right. So this is what you try to do is make a little. You piece it together, try to make it solid.
Oh. So you're going to completely cover the bottom.
Right. You're going to do that. You're going to make each layer that way. You try to cover the best you can.
You could have been a floor tile man.
Right. Then you take your ground sausage and your ground chuck.
So you cooked this already?
I browned the sausage and the ground chuck with onion. A medium onion will work. Put a nice layer of this.
So then you drain the grease off of it.
Right. You drain it. Of course.
It looks nice and dry.
Yeah, I chilled it. I prepped it last night. But yeah, you make a layer of the meat. Making a mess of what I'm doing.
No, you're doing good.
And then you take olives. You can use whole olives and just chop them. But for the convenience of TV, I just grabbed the sliced ones.
Right.
Put a layer of olives in there.
You know, you said something really helpful, too. You can do this the night before, get it all prepped. And then when you come home from work or whatever, school, you can just throw it together.
Correct. And then I'll just use the knife. Then you get some green chilies, which is what I do, and just smear it a little bit around a little bit. You know, it's up to you if you want to use the green chilies. I mean, it's all good.
I think they're beautiful because they're mild, they're not hot.
Right.
And they say fire roast on them, so they're easy to find. They come in this little can like that.
Very convenient. Then you get a layer of cheese, which I didn't grab here handily. All right, and then you go and make another layer. You put cheese down. I usually use Mexican brand cheese. I actually forgot it. And then you piece this together. And then do the same thing. Repeat the process.
So it's,
the meat, the sauce.
Almost like making Mexican lasagna.
Right, well, I jumped ahead there. Another layer of sauce.
Okay. You know, I do this all the time, and I get behind and ahead of myself, forget things, but you know what? When you're making it, say you forgot something you didn't have it at the store, you're not going to miss that one little item sometimes.
Well, the cheese you would. I mean, I use like the Mexican. It says Mexican. It's got like 4 different cheeses in it, and it works really well with it. And then you make another layer with the meat, the olives.
Right.
You also mix some cumin in with your enchilada sauce. And then the finished product is in the stove. And
can we get it out of there without blowing ourselves up?
We'll see. You cover it with foil, cook it at 350 for 30 minutes, and
oh, look at that.
That's the finished product.
Yeah, it looks great.
David, if you want to cut it, David, let me get you a plate.
Okay, I can do that. I can roll with that. Oh, look at that. It feels pretty nice and firm, too, like a lasagna, huh?
Yes. It's a very good little casserole. My grandkids eat it. My kids liked it when they were little kids, and now they're making it.
You know what's interesting is you cut it and you get those good smells out of there of that cumin, the tortilla sauce.
It smells very good.
Yeah,
and it is very good, David. You'll see. I mean, yeah, how many times I've been here, you've liked it well. So.
Yeah, you do a good job, man. I like that. I like a dad who cooks too. It happens at my house a little bit.
I love cooking, so.
How's that look? I get it out of there okay?
That's good. That's good, David.
Just like that on the top.
I don't know where the forks are at.
Oh, yeah, we got a fork over here. Mike Brown, the dad who cooks, right?
Yeah, I'm the dad who cooks.
Here we go.
You can come to if you're living in my apartment building, you smell nice smells coming out of my apartment all the time.
I bet. Let's give it a try here. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to turn this to Herb so he can see what's going on in here. Look at this, guys. So there's all the layers, the cheesy layers. Right in the middle. Give it a shot. What floor do you live on?
Yeah, you can find me in Lakewood, yeah.
There is the budget dinner breakdown, the enchilada casserole. And you see, he says the ingredients add up to being a little bit of money, $19.99, but divide that by 4, even 6 people, it comes down to $5 or less per person.
And it's hearty. It's very hearty. 6-year ribs.
It's delicious.
Nothing wrong with that. Thank you very much, David.
You're looking good, my man.
Thank you very much.
Still to come on New Day Cleveland.
The following program contains mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Today on The Test.
What woman goes to another man's house and says, "Oh, I'm in his bed"? What woman does that?
Is she bonding too much with her male BFF?
Are you having an affair with your best friend?
No, we think he's gay.
It doesn't add up.
She come home with a hickey. She told me some guy mysteriously had bit her on the neck.
And she can't keep her story straight.
It wasn't my friend that did it.
Vampires? I mean, seriously.
Then, it's a DNA drama that ends with a surprise twist. Today on The Test.